So you're in the state of desire. You need to punch up beyond desire. One of the surprising things to me is how many men think they can go into this journey very haphazardly and not have a structure, not have a process that involves some kind of energetic work. That is the key foundational element of fundamentally what you're doing. And if you look over this, relapsing, yeah. Further addiction, yeah. Not seeing the benefits, 100%. There has to be a synthesis, there has to be a transmutation, there has to be a wisdom around doing what you're doing. And I found this post by Colin 9001, and he got it. He gets it, and it was very, very valuable. And I'm going to share it with you today and add a little bit more color into why this is integral, why this should be at the axiom of your attention when you're trying to move in this area and demonstrate value, not just to yourself, your community, and your relationships, with the energy that you are imbuing into and onto other people. So let me begin. And Colin begins in the same way I do. I cannot stress the importance of healing and energy work and appreciating and loving the inner child. I was on a massive flatline until I did this. I'm fully convinced now that flatlines are energy blockages. There cannot be any real progress without clearing and healing these issues. Of course, this is again the foundation, the bedrock on which you build your church. The basic underpinnings of your success in this journey is going to be your understanding of energy, which is to say your emotional state. Many people, in my estimation, when you talk to them socially, when you introduce yourself at the gym, are very heady people. They're up here and they're not in their body, which is to say in their energy, because energy is home, is in the body, especially around the solar plexus. They're constantly trying to move through this world rationalizing, which is a useful tool, but it has very many flaws. Like this gentleman says here, the understanding of repressing and suppressing that energy, which is to say the energy in motion, your emotions, will mitigate the frequency of flatlines, of lack of benefits, of relapsing, of future addiction also. In fact, the turning point for me that I've mentioned multiple times is when I fully integrated practices like the Sidonia method, letting go, and anything by David Hawkins really gives you the foundational knowledge which is congruent to success in this particular demonstration of value in your life. It allows for the flow like a wave, like the ebb and flow of the wave of this energy without repressing it and stifling it and stuffing it down. And that's how a lot of you feel right now. When you're day 7, stuffing it, repressing it down. You shouldn't feel like that. So let's continue onwards. I was unconsciously stifling the energy of my inner child, holding on to so much tension in my solar plexus chakra instead of letting it flow upwards, manifesting through digestive issues, low self-esteem, depression, apathy, isolation. On a subconscious level, I was constantly insecure, invalidating myself, always seeking the approval from others instead of holding that internal validation of self-worth. It's been a massive game changer to love and support my inner child, telling him it's okay and that I'm there for him and I will protect him and that we are strong now. Rather than beating myself up and being so tough on myself, I can talk to women without feeling I need to puff out my chest or be perfect or appear confident or constantly demonstrate value like a clown in a circus. I approached a 10 on the beach yesterday and totally fumbled the shit out of my words. I felt a bit awkward, but it didn't even seem to matter. My energy was projecting that I was okay and didn't need validation from this girl. She actually seemed interested. Despite my imperfections, I got her number, and at the end of the interaction, we made this intense eye contact for a few seconds, and I actually felt her. More testimony to this universal truth that women are more intuitive and emotional and will sense that value above any others when you are in greater proximity to share it. Most men won't believe what I have to say now. When you're approaching a beautiful woman, it really doesn't matter what the fuck you say to her, but it has everything to do with how you say it. The energy, the weight, the tone behind your words is going to be the factor that she is most acutely sensitive toward. You can walk up to her and say fucking pigeons are black and blue and red and sprout feelers. I don't know, but if you say it with gusto, if you say it with charisma, if you say it with weight, if you say it with intention, if you say it with emotion, if you say it with energy, she is going to be receptive to that and forego your blabbering or your nonsense talk if she can feel it. She's not thinking it. She's not rationalizing what you're saying. She's feeling it in her body, not in her head, in her body, in her heart. You could tell her you love the color of her t-shirt. She knows you don't give a fuck about the color of her t-shirt, but she's interested in the energetic element behind the sentiment of your interaction. If your energy is loose, potent, and your state is up, that is what she will be attracted towards. Let's continue. I can relax around other people now instead of feeling like I have to hide myself or put on a front and stay protected and guarded all the time. I feel okay making mistakes and being awkward in social situations instead of feeling like I'm suffocating, because I just tell myself it's all gonna be okay. Everything flows so much smoother. I also want to stress the importance of joining a brotherhood or a men's group. Maybe the masculine theory group, hey? It has changed the way I relate to other men completely. I see that all men are struggling in some way or another. That there is no need for competition. That we don't have to hide our feelings and act like somebody we are not. Changing the way you relate to men will also improve your relationships with women. Women will see that you're more collaborative with men. Shifting away from the competitive mindset, leading to an abundance mindset, leading to more women in your life. This is what's called becoming a leader of man. We simply cannot retain our sexual energy and go to the gym and eat healthy. We must do the inner work. We must do the energetic work, as I prefaced. We must change the way we treat others, as well as the way we relate to others, and create massive, rapid change. And just to give you some practical elements on that, it's about understanding the language of the body in terms of healing that inner child. Some really good resources are the Sidonia method and letting go. I'll also make knowledge here to my sexual energy mastery course, which is, as always, in the comment section. The box below. I know I don't promote it a lot, but we're over 1,000 men free, by the way. So it must be doing something good. So I'll refer you there. Let's see what the comments are saying here. I think if there's anything valuable here. Cloverly, it's true the inner work is the only way one can transcend the mental formations of sexual desire and impressions, eradicate it completely, and move forward to higher states of consciousness. When you're getting these lustful impressions of foregone degenerate behavior, the way you do that is punching up your state. So you're in the state of desire. You need to punch up beyond desire, into anger, into pride, past pride, into courage. And that's when you can get past the thought impressions. Again, it's energetic. The energetic feeling of desire is very, very heavy. It's very, very weighty, and it can bring you down. And that typically is the energy that you will relapse into. But if you can punch up your state by having better comprehension and understanding around these states, then you will observe them, let them go, and transition and climb up those channels. This is a natural law. SR came to be When masters ascended their consciousness beyond the mundane animalistic consciousness, we must kill the animal. By transcending it and heightening your awareness, the more heightened one's primordial awareness, the broader view you can see and understand the universe. One of the beautiful analogies I like to give is like when you're climbing a mountain. Only when you start climbing higher and higher up, you can start to look back down where you were previously stuck. It's all perspective. Once you transcend past courage, it becomes very easy to see where the path you should have walked up the mountain is. I think with that very poetic explanation of how you refer to your energy, we shall conclude here. Gentlemen, these are not theories, these are facts. Subscribe, and I will speak to you again very soon. Take care.